What the hell is up? My name is Jamie Logan, and I'm being sued by Seymour and Loudermilk.
I think that's just dumb.
Thank you. The smartest person I've talked to all day. Were you injured? Because it says injured by a vegan, you could actually get compensation.
Less Loudermilk, more quieter milk.
Look at the guy's face. He looks like a frustrated, overweight lawyer.
Hubert and Kurtz, lawyers. Let's go in there. Seymour Loudermilk just opened offices here in Kansas City, so I decided to put on my Chiefs hat and I'm gonna hit the streets and ask people what they think about it, because I feel victimized by them. I've been seeing these billboards all over Kansas City. What do you think it means? I guess that hit a little too far home for him. What do you think about this billboard?
I think it's crazy. Why he hates vegans? I mean, people are, maybe it's a sign of the times. People are looking for reasons to hate anybody.
Injured by a vegan? That is a crazy sign. I don't think I've ever been injured by a vegan, though.
I don't know. It just seems a little mean.
I've seen a lot of these
You have.
types of law firms and stuff, all the billboards. I'm seeing jungle law all over the place. Like, apparently that's real. And I was like, I don't know. Nothing surprises me more these days.
We're driving around Kansas City looking for more of these billboards, and I can't help notice there's barber shops on like every corner. People are hairy and they are injured here in Kansas City. Are the barbers injuring the residents here and they're just blaming the vegans? I don't know. We're gonna try to get to the bottom of this. Why is everybody getting injured?
I have not a single... Say less. Say less.
Another law firm injured! And look at that man on there. He kind of looks like Seymour. Were you injured?
This is just getting old.
Oh, because it says injured by a vegan, you could actually get compensation if that injury was, from a vegan.
No, I think that's just the world we live in.
Yeah. Okay. This local vegan bakery could be Seymour and Loudermilk's next victim. And maybe I should say I'm gonna warn them. There is a new law firm called Seymour and Loudermilk. They are lawyers that actually go and sue vegans for showing people the truth about what's happening to animals. Have you heard of them?
No, I have not.
I think as a vegan bakery, it's like, this is very threatening to non-vegans.
Okay, if they want to find it threatening, good for them.
Have you been injured by a vegan?
Not today.
No? I can change that. I'm happy to change that.
I don't think so. That I know of.
There's a first for everything.
Yes. Why, yes, there is.
So if a vegan offended you, you wouldn't necessarily call Seymour and Loudermilk.
I don't think I would ever be offended by someone's opinion. I mean, if someone has an opinion that's different than mine, like, okay, they have a different opinion.
What if they started sharing facts with you about like how animals have their throats slit and how they're tortured and...
I would be like, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I see that affects you deeply, but unfortunately, I still eat meat. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I have not been injured by a vegan yet, personally, but
Not yet.
I'm on the lookout. I'm always being wary, obviously.
So
Okay.
it's a targeted sign at somebody, and it's slightly offensive, actually.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
It's targeted at me. I'm being sued by Seymour and Loudermilk.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, they're suing me for injuring people's pride and conspiring to show people the truth about what happens to animals before they reach our plates.
Yeah. Okay.
He's out to put me behind bars.
I sure hope he fails.
Well, I'm sorry. That sucks.
Thank you.
Well, best of luck, man. I mean, crap. I think... Ooh, Lord.
Sorry that that's happening to you. I just feel like it's unnecessary. I mean, I feel like people take things too far sometimes.
I love animals.
I'm like, I shouldn't be sued for that. What do you think?
That's stupid.
Thank you.
I think that's just dumb.
Thank you. The smartest person I've talked to all day. Come on, let's stand up for animals, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Do you think that people deserve to know the truth about how the food gets to their plate?
Sure. I mean, I
Thank
think
you.
people still need to do credible sources, do their fact checking and all that kind of stuff like that. Academic journals, peer-reviewed things, those are the golden standards. People realize that.
Or just undercover footage inside factory farms. If we don't share the truth about what's happening to animals, the industries aren't going to regulate themselves. You know?
Yeah.
So like, it's not like on the supermarket shelves they're playing how the factory farming system works. And
If you really care for like animals and you know, or I don't know, you want like the best for them at all times instead of like seeing it from like a business standpoint of like we're gonna, you know, produce and like get as much as we can out of this. But I feel like, yeah, it's just a hard thing because it's just like differing opinions. Some people think animals have, not saying that you're wrong, but like difference in opinion, you know, animals have feelings and thoughts. And so it's like, it's a lot more upsetting for you know, than it would be for me.
I don't know. Like, if I can get some money out of it,
You
like,
absolutely
that's what I'm
can.
here for. Whoever wants to buy me, I'm open for sale. I don't have any morals. I'll go either way. Money talks. So yeah.
This is most of America, unfortunately.
100%. Money talks.
What would you say to Seymour Loudermilk if you could tell them one thing?
I think slander and libel could be, you know, something at risk here for sure.
Let
I
us
think.
know the truth.
Yes.
Yeah, let us know the truth.
Well, I would love to, okay? Because the thing about Seymour and Loudermilk is they are fictitious, but what is real and what is the truth is that 90 billion animals every single year are mutilated, are factory farmed, and have their throats slit and are dismembered and end up on our supermarket shelves.
Yeah, it's disgusting, honestly. Yeah.
Oh, yes, absolutely. That is not a secret at all.
Yeah. So you're aware of how they're mutilated and have their throats
yes.
slit?
This is mass-produced farming and things like that.
Yeah. Do you eat animals?
Yes.
You do. Why?
Yes. I mean, that's a whole about ethical food and farming. That's a whole complex conversation. I don't know. I guess it's by choice. I mean, I don't agree with that way. I think a lot of things are happening, but at the same time,
But you're a cool guy every single day.
At the same time, it's just like I don't have a full argument ready for this kind of interview. But at the same time,
There's no good argument. I'll be honest with you. There's no good argument why we should hurt an animal. What's stopping you from going vegan?
I like meat.
I did too.
Yeah, but I like meat, so I'm not stopping.
I understand.
Darling.
But the animals like their lives.
Okay.
Okay.
I like meat, so that.
All vegans did. We didn't give it up because we didn't like the taste. You know, you think about the cruelty and that's what drives the change.
I mean, it's something to think about for sure.
Thank you.
I think it's part of a food chain thing. So for me personally, as I hunt, I source my own meat when I can. Obviously, I'm not that successful as a hunter sometimes, but I do believe that you know, an animal that lived a loving life. I think it's just important to know where your meat and where your food's coming from.
I mean, look, when we think about the food chain, nothing about putting animals on supermarket shelves and pushing our little grocery store carts is anything like
I think
the
it's too
food chain.
disconnected from it.
Yeah.
I think, you know, just if you even just switch like once a week, meatless Mondays is like a thing of trying to make sure you're not eating any meat or like animal processed things.
Maybe if that's how you start.
Yeah, that's.
But I think keep in mind, if you were the victim, would you want somebody doing it less to you, or would you want it to end completely?
I think, yeah, but realistically, you can't just stop it overnight, but you can, you know, try and help.
People do.
Yeah.
Would you say becoming vegan was a difficult transition to make?
No, because I was ethically aligned with the message. So like, it just was a matter of just putting my actions into aligning them with my values.
Okay, that seems fair.
In 2025, there's so many options too to eat, like places to go. I had a Pop-Tart this morning. I had a steak last night that was made out of plants. Thai curry.
Also would prohibit you from eating like gummy stuff as well, right? So because I'm asking for information. Am I wrong that gelatin is also a animal product?
It is. It's ground up animal body parts, bones,
That seems like a
tendons.
shame. That does seem like a shame.
So yeah, we avoid that. When you really look at even for your own health, it is when we look at the leading causes of disease, heart disease, cancer, diabetes. These things are linked to our lifestyles and what we eat. So just for yourself, look into it. Hubert and Kurtz, lawyers. Do you think they're in cohorts with Seymour and Loudermilk? Let's go in there. Hi, how are you? We were just in the area and we noticed that there's a new law firm in town. It's called Seymour and Loudermilk. It says, injured by a vegan. What is up with that?
I have a lawyer upstairs, but
Can I ask him if it's legal to sue vegans? Okay. We are in the belly of the beast. We were just in the area and we noticed there's a billboard around the corner for a new law firm called Seymour and Loudermilk. Have you heard of them?
No, don't know them.
I felt victimized by it.
Injured by a vegan? What's that guy? I don't understand.
I don't know, because I'm vegan and I feel that they're discriminating against me.
Okay.
Is that legal?
I imagine it probably is, because people are protected for race, religion, and I doubt if there's any constitutional right for vegans not to be disparaged. That's actually kind of funny, except to you.
It's not funny to me because I'm like, the only ones getting injured are the animals that people are eating.
What's Seymour Loudermilk?
Let me show you. I'm going to call this number and show you.
Well, I was going to look them up in the bar directory.
Okay. Here, this is what happens if you call the number.
Thank you for calling Loudermilk and Associates. If you've been physically injured by a vegan, press 1.
Physically?
If you've been emotionally injured by a vegan, press 2.
Emotionally.
If you've been exposed to distressing ideas by a vegan, press 3. If you've been existentially threatened by a vegan, press 4. If you want to know why vegans are so vocal, press 5. If you'd be happier listening to a light bossa nova, press 6.
Seymour, and what's the other name? I don't see them in the bar
What that
directory.
nasty vegan did to you.
What a nasty vegan did you?
Loudermilk.
What is this book?
That's the Kansas City Metropolitan Bar Association directory of lawyers.
Are they even in
Seymour
there?
Doesn't show up.
Oh. Loudermilk, maybe?
Loudermilk.
I mean, this guy looks like a tool. I don't know. Come on. He put himself on the billboard.
Well, Mike D. Pasquale's on a lot of billboards. But I don't see a Loudermilk. Lauder.
Yeah, so basically this man is pretending to be a lawyer and he is discriminating against vegans and
He
animals.
might be practicing law without a license.
I looked up their website and it says it's called hatevegans.com. Have you been lectured by some 80-pound tree hugger about how that porterhouse got to your plate?
Loudermilk and Associates.
I'm not 80 pounds. Like, I'm closer to 120.
Is there a tab to say who we are? Or
Oh, it's not real. It's
isn't real.
Oh, good. Okay, it just says it's meant to drive in-depth discussions about the real reasons vegans make us so angry. Why is it that vegans care so much? And what can we do right now to change the
They're
world?
not real lawyers.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm feeling much better about this now, so I don't have to hire you guys to defend me.
Well, you haven't done anything yet, have you?
I mean, I tell people all the time about what happens to animals and how they're mutilated and slaughtered violently.
Yeah.
You know, and people get mad, but I'm like, look, that's the truth. If it offends you, let it change you.
Yeah. Well, good for you.
Thank you. I hope it, maybe changes you.
Well, I'm not. I'm more vegetarian, but I call myself vegetarian, barbecue-tarian, and chicken-tarian.
You're an everything-tarian.
But I don't eat red meat.
Okay. Well, you seem like a really nice guy, and I would just, look further into how these animals in the dairy industry too are killed, and their babies are killed, and we don't. Well, I'm gonna take more pictures of this billboard and spread the news. Thank you for helping me get to the bottom of this. Oh my God. I think people really liked my Chiefs hat. I don't know a thing about football. I don't really know or care about the Chiefs, but it's been a day here in Kansas City talking to people about Seymour and Loudermilk. I'm glad that we heard so many different reactions to it. Some people were injured by vegans, others weren't, but the truth is that if information offends you, let it change you. You know where to find me. I'm at It's Jamie's Corner. Go to hatevegans.com, check it out, call the number, and until next time, I'll see you around. Bye!
866 Hate Vegans.